So let's talk again about VR for everyday use. So yesterday I mentioned I was going to be running an experiment to see how the everyday use of VR works and if it would fit with my gaming and all these other things. And unfortunately, there's not a lot to talk about.
Flashback.
Alright, so I just finished recording the video from yesterday and I am currently starting the process of getting the VR set up. And you'll see I haven't even finished the full upload of the other video. So for this video we need link cable. We need our controllers and MetaQuest 3. It's probably dusty over here. I know there's a USB-C somewhere around here.
End of flashback.
Let's start with the good. Generally, the device worked when I hooked it up. It was accessible, and the UI, it's not the worst thing ever. I will say, not being able to dismiss some of the stuff, it's a little bit weird of a choice, but I might not know about those options. I was able to play games, no problem, have a big display, and everything worked as it was expected. Another thing on the positive side is going to be the ability to have a bunch of desktop windows spread about right in front of you of varying sizes and being able to resize them on the fly. That's actually really good. And I feel like if the input and the tracking of gestures wasn't so poor, it might make it a little bit more usable, but either way, it wasn't good enough. Now, for the bad. Really shitty limitation now with the Quest 3, I guess, especially because I don't remember this problem with my Quest 2, is that I had to either factory reset or recover to log into my newest account that I had. But luckily I was able to recover the other account and get in, but that seems really weird.
Why? Why?
Just let multiple accounts be on one device. If you start walling off hardware like that, you're just being a dick. The pinch gestures, hand tracking, all that stuff, which is relatively new for the Quest 3, I believe, it's not very good, especially when you're sitting down. It starts to track things that you're doing in other places as if you were making key presses. It doesn't really recognize your gestures like this as well as the commercial I showed yesterday would lead you to believe, and it wasn't really a usable experience in that way. And using the on-screen keyboard by pressing with these little pads, while it works okay, and it will get you to where you need to go, especially if you're standing up, when you're sitting down, just use a fucking keyboard. My overall assessment for gaming and VR games, it's pretty neat and it works really well. VR games are really accessible. Most of them are pretty good or not good at all. The majority of the ones you'll see trending, they're really good. Overall, the Quest 3 and honestly any VR device is great if you can afford to get it, but it's not essential at this point. It's a really cool experience. It has some really great applications inside and outside of gaming, but it's not ready to sit down and be in it and do your work and then transfer over to games and then transfer back to work. And also you look like an idiot when you're wearing it. That's it. That's how I feel. I'm still going to do the 24-hour video. Video's over. I'm not putting the Always Sunny song at the end because I got a false copyright claim from some dicks on YouTube, so do 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 do.